Okay, 1, 2, 3,
3, 4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9.
10.
Close enough. Hey, welcome to Tea Break number 4, the only telepresence business communication conference broadcast live over the internet to 2 other people and then uploaded a couple of days later. I am Marcus Beard and I'm drinking a cool glass of water, life's juice, life's life juice. And I'm joined by...
I'm Tom, and I'm on pineapple juice.
I'm Kate, and I'm drinking caffeine-free Diet Coke. It's Coke with all the fun taken out.
And that's who we're with. Today we're discussing hot issues on which are confronting the gaming press today. Issues like Syria, cereal bars, cereal shakes, flaxseed. How are you going to get your fibre in the morning? How are you going to get the fibre out of you at night, if you know what I mean? No, we've had a busy 2-3 weeks since we last put ourselves out on the net. And one of us has been to another country.
I wonder who that was.
And only half of us came back. Kate, tell us about Germany.
I went to Germany for a week to go to Gamescom. We had press passes, so we got to go a couple of days early.
Of course,
see all the
because we're
stuff
press.
without queuing. Yeah.
Tell us about it. What? Okay. I didn't go.
Yeah.
But if I had gone, main priority for Gamescom, given the games on show, would have been Titanfall. Did you get your hands all over that piece of game?
Gonna be honest, Titanfall was one of the big ones I didn't get to play. By the time we put it in our schedule, the queue was like 4 hours long, 5 hours long.
I thought
Yeah, didn't you have to queue jump?
Not for EA. EA don't let you queue jump, which was annoying. So I haven't played Battlefield 4, FIFA 14, or Need for Speed Rivals.
You haven't played FIFA 14?
I know, right?
What? I don't know. That's
Guys,
there's no point in
guys,
going.
I think I know what the next hype tank's going to be about.
What did you say, Marcus?
Yeah.
I think I know what the next hype tank's going to be about. FIFA 14.
You can.
I know. I would have no idea where to start with football games. Like absolutely.
But you get FIFA 14 with every Xbox pre-order, so no one cares.
Yeah. Did you see that?
No one cares.
But just what? Just get FIFA 10.
Hang on. Does that mean Stano will be forced to get a copy of FIFA 14?
I will.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It can be. I'm going to mount it on my wall.
Like that would annoy me because surely they're going to get a load of FIFA 14 trade-ins.
Yeah,
stores.
that's what people
I
say.
imagine it will be one of those things.
It's going to be worth nothing.
Yeah, it's like this is a bundle copy, not for.
Yeah, but I've still found those traded in. Press copies are like that, and when I get short on cash, I just sell them all. That's a lie. It's a lie.
No, you don't, Marcus.
In fact, I've still got Far Cry and Rising.
Far Cry is an excellent game, but anyway, that's another issue.
Another issue. But Kate, what?
No, I don't know. Just FIFA 14 is just good. No, well, enough about that.
No, none of us are particularly interested. I'm sorry if our viewers are interested in sports games, but none have particularly grabbed me in the past couple of years. But Kate, what did you see? What was exciting? How was it? How was the weather? How's this?
For me, stuff that was exciting. I got a preview of Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, which is on the 3DS and the Vita.
Looks like shit.
That's not even. Yeah, it's not good. But I got to talk to the senior designer, so that was cool.
Where's our interview?
What?
Where's our interview footage?
The
fuck?
I don't have any footage of that.
What did he say? How did he excuse the sorry excuse for a game that is?
Well, I was trying to be flattering, and there was a few cool aspects to the game. There was the 3D.
So did you play it? Did you play it on the 3DS or the Vita?
I played it on the 3DS.
That's kind of cool.
So would you recommend this game to the rest of us? Is it just
not on the 3DS? If you're gonna get it on the Vita. It's not.
Or on a
the
console.
3DS isn't made for that kind of. Yeah. Just get Batman Arkham Origins. But the guy was really nice, and if he's watching this, I'm really sorry.
I highly doubt that he'll be. Why would it's his job to try and like sell the game to you. I don't get like. Don't try and be nice to him. You got to say, hey, how come instead of making a fully fledged free roaming game, which the Vita is clearly capable of, 3DS I'm not sure, but probably. Why did you push this shit out? I gotta stop swearing because I usually have to go through and edit these.
There's only you can only go left, right, and press B every now and again. That was all I could do. So when I actually got to like a boss battle, I was like, I don't know what any of these buttons do. How do I win this? So that was annoying.
Not a good
was the
game.
combat anywhere near as good as it is?
There wasn't any combat.
There's no combat.
Yes, there is.
Well, like I punched people in the face and they just died. So that was it.
Did they like strobe on and off and then just disappear?
And then turn into a chicken that you had to eat.
Yeah. I think it's a bit lost on, like in the old school games, you just hit someone and they like strobe and go.
Yeah.
Have you never played like Streets of Rage? What's it called?
It's called Fists of Butt, Fists of Butt 2 and Fists of Butt 3.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lego Marvel was really good. I got to meet one of the lead somethings designer. I just assume they're all designers. I've got his business card. I could go check, but I'm not going to.
Again, where's our interview?
So he wasn't doing interviews. He just showed us like a demo gameplay.
How was it? To me, that actually looked very, very exciting. So tell us about it. Online. No, did Stano?
I haven't seen it. No.
No,
I imagine it's a game that I'm probably going to get regardless.
Yeah, I would look.
It's like open world Lego. It's so cool.
You would absolutely love it. It's set in New York and it's got all.
But like Marvel New York. So there's like the Stark Industries building and the Fantastic Four headquarters. It's so cool.
It sounds pretty sick.
I forgot to mention this in the video. The HQ for the entire game. You know how Lego normally like you finish a level, you go back to an HQ.
Yeah.
Like in Harry Potter, it's like just some room in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
It's like a big helicarrier in the sky. So to get to it, at any point in the game, you just get a flying character and fly up, and you're there. It's so cool.
Where's that from, Sano?
Is that? Do you mean like from the Avengers? The shield.
I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
And it's massive, and it actually has like helicopters and planes like coming off and landing.
Yeah, I think.
Which doesn't affect you in any way. It's just cool to watch. Oh, it's so cool.
But is it coming out? That's a next gen game, right?
It'll be current gen as well, I think.
Yeah, they had you could play on it, but I did play it. I totally played it on the Xbox 360.
On the 360.
Forgot about that.
Is it coming out for Xbox One?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had that, but that had a key.
Yeah, so you'd love it because in a Lego game, sort of usually everyone plays the same. You have your same like basic attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Not like this one, everyone plays totally, and they have all the Marvel characters and Marvel.
And they all have their own unique powers. It's not like all the hobbits can dig, that kind of crap.
And like
it's like properly good. Oh, it's so good.
So they're actually up to the combat system, have they?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, everyone has.
Well, it's still like
everyone
you just punch people 4 times and they explode.
Everyone has a strong. They'll have a strong and a weak attack, but they look cool. Like they'll be throwing lightning, and then I don't know the Marvel universe that well.
So Thor had like a lightning beam attack, but also he can just hit people with his hammer.
Right.
And he can throw his hammer at obstacles. Wolverine just claws people. He can also dig with his claws, and he has like a spidey sense kind of thing.
Who does?
Which I don't remember Wolverine having, but he has that. So you can find hidden objects. Who else was there?
I don't know. It sounds pretty.
No,
cool,
there are loads. There's a demo that shows off every single one, but I haven't actually seen open world gameplay yet, so I'm quite excited for that.
It's really cool.
No,
super cool.
I might have to check out some vids.
No, do look it up because it's very good.
What else was there? What do you want to know about? Name games.
Well, obviously there's the big. I'm obviously interested in the big Xbox One releases. So we've got Rise, Watch Dogs obviously is multi-platform. So those two look pretty good. Did you see anything like? Did you see the Call of Duty game, or was the queue just like 50 miles away?
I didn't even try. I'm going to be honest. It's Call of Duty. It's going to be the same with dogs.
Yeah, I imagine it is. But like,
here's the thing that is like super exciting me about Call. Well, I thought this before I came on, but now I've suddenly changed my mind because I was going to say that. So you've got these Respawn Entertainment guys doing Titanfall, and they are getting so much praise for Titanfall and just how good it is and how it's like a renaissance of fast, kinetic, exciting first-person shooters. And then you've got Call of Duty Ghosts, which is going to be pretty much the same thing but iterated on. And I was going to say that Infinity Ward must be kicking themselves that they kind of threw the Respawn guys out because they've got this amazing game on their hands and Call of Duty's a bit shit. But Call of Duty is still going to sell so much more than Titanfall.
I think it's number 1 and 2 on the PlayStation and Xbox One pre-order charts. Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts.
That's crazy.
They're both 1 and 2 on each of them.
We need to start doing more Call of Duty Let's Plays, I think. And doing some hand stop. Seriously,
I am a bit sad I didn't get to play Battlefield 4 because it looks really cool, but the queue, and it was in EA and they wouldn't let us queue jump, so just no.
Battlefield 4, but with Battlefield 4 I'm a bit more surprised that there's not more of a graphical jump. Maybe the campaign looks a bit better, but like it's especially in multiplayer, it only looks barely different to BF3. Weird. Anyway,
I haven't seen much past the E3 footage.
Yep.
I don't know if it was one of the games you got to play or just look at, because that was quite annoying. I'd queue for 4 hours to watch someone else play a game, and I'd just be like, yeah.
That happened.
Although I didn't play, but
did that happen with The Division and with Watch Dogs, right?
The Division and Watch Dogs were both just playthroughs, and Destiny as well. I didn't get to play those. Well, I kind of got to play Watch Dogs, kind of. We were using the companion app, which is a little bit like actually playing the game, but not really.
Okay.
What new stuff did you see of? Because with The Division, I get the impression it was just the demo they showed at E3.
And playthrough.
But they were playing it. They didn't let you guys play it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it was that same level, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It was like all the same kind of areas. Although it's kind of hard to tell. It's all kind of run down. Was it
the police station bit? That you saw in the E3 playthrough trailer.
I'm trying to remember.
No, from what I've seen, because I had to look up some of them for the hype tab, for the hype thing. It was the same demo that they showed off in E3, but
I think they went in the police station bit, but I can't remember because the trailer is filmed like it's gameplay, like there's people talking in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I can't actually remember which was which. They had the companion app going during The Division. So they had some woman on a tablet being a helicopter drone thing that was like monitoring them and stuff.
Want to learn more about The Division? Why not go on hypetank.net/The Division or check out our playlists? Because if you go on that website, it won't exist. Or actually, could register it now. Maybe not.
hypetank.net/The Division.
Yeah, register.
just that one.
Register
Nothing
only
else.
That domain, only that /Division. The rest of it's fine.
The rest of them can just stay on YouTube, but that one needs its own webpage.
You asked about Rise as well.
I did ask about Rise. I'm very excited to hear about Rise.
When I was playing Rise, there was like no women anywhere playing the game. So when I was beating like all the other people, all of them, like the entire Crytek team came over to watch me play, and I was like, okay, no pressure, guys. And I was like quite clearly enjoying myself, and they were asking me questions the whole time, like, do you like it? And I was like, I'll be honest, I came in here to find something wrong with it so I could complain about it, and I don't really have anything to complain about.
Why,
and they were like,
why did you want to complain about it, Kate?
Why would you
because you said it was going to be good, and I was like, no, it's not. But then it was.
See?
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited about it.
And you know, I chatted to them. I was like, yeah, Roman stuff, it's cool. And they asked me if it was accurate, and I was like, I don't actually know. Don't ask me.
For some context,
classics.
that's because you do classic,
Yeah.
What about the combat system?
It's button mashy, but it's better than QuickTime events.
So would you say it plays like?
Don't say like Batman. No, I haven't played
hack
Batman.
And slash. So like you played God of War and Dante's Inferno and stuff like that. Is it
well,
like that, or is it?
Yeah. Obviously, it's geared towards people who like gore, because it like the multiplayer is set in the Colosseum, so it's going to be centered around gore. So yeah, you have a sword attack, you have a shield attack, you have a block, and you have like a special power, which you build up like points for, and then when your bar is full, you unleash it, and it makes you like super strong.
You get to choose that power based on which god you follow, right? Is that?
I didn't actually get to see that, but I imagine so.
Okay.
I think that's what the team said. My friends, the team.
Well, I did actually. I watched a multiplayer run through from Gamescom, and it looked pretty good. And I like the fact that the objectives they said were randomly spawned. So like, you're not going to be playing twice. And
they were quite simple, but I can imagine they slot together like Lego kind of. Like you've got an entire level and it just slots onto another level in whatever order you want.
And I like the way that the terrain was made and all that. Like it all looks really.
There were obstacles. There was this thing that was like a big pole with like knives, and it span, and I ran into it thinking it was some kind of objective. I thought no, it was just knives, and you can like
of death.
Pretty much, yeah. Don't run into that because it'll kill you. You can revive each other. But I didn't really need reviving because I'm like really good at games.
Super pro,
so, yeah.
So would you recommend Rise overall? Based on you've only played multiplayer, right?
I've only played multiplayer, but I think single player must be quite good as well.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
How did they use Kinect?
I didn't play any Kinect.
Oh.
There was no Kinect integration at all with the.
I'm surprised. Because
not on the one I was playing. I know you can get it.
Was it local multiplayer or did they?
Yeah, it was local.
No,
like he was standing right next to me.
So that you were both
pretty local.
You were both playing on the same console.
No.
So it was.
Don't think so. Oh God, no! I can't remember.
Was it on the same screen?
No.
No. So it was networked.
Okay.
Stan, I hate to break it to you, but nowadays I don't think any games are going to come out that are truly split screen.
Well, everyone's going to be online now. You kind of have to be with the new consoles. So.
Yeah. What I want is being able. I guess that's silly. I was going to say there are all these posts like saying wish you could plug 2 monitors into a console and play 2-player that way. But that'll never happen.
That'd be a good idea.
I didn't get to see Kinect, but I did get to see the PlayStation stuff.
The Playroom app on PS4 has been made into a full game. Like they're actually releasing it now. It was going to be a tech demo.
I don't know if I'd say it's a game because you wouldn't actually be like, yeah, let's play the Playroom.
But
because
it's being released as an actual thing rather than a tech demo now.
Yeah,
which is cool.
It's more of a show-off demo of the camera's capabilities, and it's fun. But I couldn't imagine playing it more than once.
Well,
see, I thought that it worked on the same premise as the Move, where you had the camera. And then that light in the back of the controller was like holding the Move bit.
Yeah.
But you said that they can recognise other things in the room, can't they?
It recognised where I was. It recognised where the floor was and my face, and I don't know how I did it. And I was like, this is really cool.
Because I would have thought Microsoft would get super pissed if they do that, because that's kind of...
Stunning, they already had that. Do you remember? You probably don't. No one does. iPad.
Are you going to say the iToy?
No, not iToy, because that's not a different... Well... It was an extension of that technology. On the PS3, it was iPet and Wonderbook. No.
Oh yeah, but Wonderbook recognised like codes and stuff.
Yeah,
didn't
but iPet didn't. It recognised the code, but it also recognised the floor and player's movement.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a toy pet, but
I didn't know they had anything like that.
But yeah, but I was about to say, but it doesn't sound appealing to a lot of people, but I spent hours in the sort of experimental labs of iToy, because iToy Play had legit mini games.
Yeah.
Like I didn't do that. I just went into the stuff where it made the camera look weird and like recognized stuff in the camera and just pissed about with that. I used to make my own Star Trek TV shows.
What do you think of Playroom? What do you think?
It just looks fun. It looks really cool. Like I think that augmented reality stuff is really entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not a game. Like it just looks fun.
That's all you can do with it.
Yeah.
There's like loads of robot stuff, and then there's like a 3D kind of Pong type thing.
And I don't think augmented reality is ever going to, at least in front of a television, different when it's on your phone or something. But augmented reality is never going to make a deep experience because it's like...
There was that game where you could like scan barcodes and they would turn into animals. That was fun. On the 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Was it 3DS? I think it was.
Well, they also had a Tamagotchi type one called Scanners, where you could scan barcodes, and it was actually its own device. And you could... No, okay.
Right.
That sounds
but no one bought them, so...
I bought them. I bought all of that stuff. Digimonsters, Poker Boys, Tammy Walkers. I don't know.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna get a drink of water. Think of something funny to say.
I heard that oxygen and magnesium got together, and I was like, OMG! Just got a job playing triangle in a reggae band. I stand at the back and ting. It was an emotional wedding, even.
Welcome back. Apologies, when I filled up my glass of water, that drained some of the connectivity from the internet, which meant we lost video briefly on this conference 2013. Kate, tell us more about Gamescom.
What would you like to know?
What do you want to tell us?
So far,
Destiny looks cool. Wait, I've made notes. I made notes. All right.
So far, we've heard about Rise, we've heard about Division, we've heard about
Lego Marvel. I told you that one. Did I tell you Lego Marvel has loads of really cool voice actors?
Have they got the actual actors from the...
No.
Oh, they should have done that.
They got good ones though.
What was the first Lego game that had voices in it? Was it Batman 2?
I thought it was Lord of the Rings. Might not have been. No, Lord of the Rings just uses Lord of the Rings dialogue, doesn't it?
Does it?
I think so, but they give it different animations. Okay, right. Project Spark was really freaking cool.
Project Spark is the create your own game, right?
Yeah. It's a bit like when the iPad first came out, right?
Yes.
Stay with me. Apple were like, we have no idea what this is for. We've just made a really big iPhone and it'll probably sell millions because we're Apple. And that's what Project Spark is. They've created this world-creating, terraforming, adventure-writing tool. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what to do with it, so we're going to give it to you guys to figure that out.
But
which is cool.
How open is it in comparison to Little
Disney
Big Planet?
Infinity?
No, Little Big Planet.
Oh, I've never played the world builder on Little Big Planet.
But the big thing is it's not 2D, is it? It's a full-on 3D.
Yes, it's 3D. So I played a demo, and it was really cool. So essentially, it kind of guides your creativity. So you can either go in a pre-created world or you can customize your own. And I was playing this thing that was called Crossroads, I think. That's the one that kind of tells you what to do or gives you options and you pick one. Whereas you can also go and like completely sandbox, but I didn't want to do that because I don't know what to do. So you can get tools. You've got like hills, mountains. You can make like Minecraft hills, so they're all QB. You can make valleys, canyons, everything. So you do that in whatever pattern you want. But on the Crossroads, it gives you like a randomly generated map. But you can decide whether it's desert, forest, or Arctic.
Okay. I
chose forest because I'm boring. You choose hills, mountains, or canyons. I chose canyons, I think. That was cool.
So this is all just to create the world, what the bit you play in.
With Crossroads, it gives you 3 options for everything. So obviously that makes it kind of lots of variations. I'm guessing if you choose different things, it gives you different options. So you start off with your base. Mine was like a tree house or something, but you get 3 options for that. and then it says, okay, what kind of quest do you want, what kind of game do you want, blah 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 blah. But with the actual sandbox thing, there's this whole thing about. So I played an already generated thing. Someone else had created it. It was like a goblin fighting arena, and they built it themselves. And so I was playing that, and it was the third person kind of stab everything in the eyes. But then I changed it to a first person shooter.
Hang on, you can switch between first and third person?
Yeah. You can switch between what person it is, what genre of game it is, loads of other stuff. I didn't have time to look at it all. So it went from this third-person goblin attacking thing to a first-person thing, which made it really hard because it was this tiny little arena, and I couldn't see the goblins coming at me. But
so do they have?
That's still cool.
Are all the different? Because if it does everything, does it do everything well, or is it better at one?
Yeah, no. I'm worried that it might go the way of Spore, where it's not quite refined in every single area and it's trying to be too much at once, but from what I saw it looked really good. I mean, because I was doing Crossroads, what I got to do was build my HQ and then build the enemy's HQ, and then it randomly generated a mission for me. My neighbour was like, I've been poisoned! Oops! Can you get the antidote for me? It's at the witch's house. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I went over to the witch's house, and along the way I came across another quest which was like, there's a key to a chest, and I was like, yeah. And then I had to choose my enemy, so I choose a haunted scarecrow, and then I just hit him, and then he died.
Okay, so what? So you build it up as you go? You don't like set it all out at the beginning and then play the mission?
I was building it as I went, but it was a very simple mission, so I don't know if it gets more expensive than that. I kind of hope it does. I get the feeling if you just explore the world, you'll come across a quest, and then you get to build that quest as you go along.
Okay.
Which sounds good.
Cool. Yeah.
But the coolest thing I think was, it had this stuff about brains. Like you could give any object a brain.
I saw that. Did he make a rock and gave the rock a brain?
Yeah, that's the one in the demo. In the thing I was watching, he gave something else a brain. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. I guess the only limit to that game is someone's creativity. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a goal to work to,
right,
you might find it a bit difficult.
Coming out for what platform?
Well, I played it on the.
I think it's Xbox One exclusive.
Right.
Yeah, I played it on the Xbox. So yeah, like Little Big Planet, you can create an adventure. So a fully fledged like actual adventure, as big or small as you want to make it, and share it with other people.
That sounds cool. I imagine.
Did they talk about the filters that are in place on it? Are there any filters?
The what?
Like how heavily censored is the online stuff?
Censored?
Yeah.
Well, you can't make a game that's like. I can't think of something.
I don't know, because I still remember one of the first I booted up Little Big Planet and I searched the cool levels and I got one which is where you play as a terrorist and you have to try and blow up the World Trade Center, which isn't
oh my god!
Because and then when you add this Xbox One level of fidelity, the world's your oyster.
Well, with Project Spark, it is quite cartoony. I don't think you'll be able to. I mean, I don't know if you can do that kind of thing.
That's the thing why Project Spark doesn't look particularly appealing to me, which may be hypocritical as I like Disney Infinity so much, but it all exists within its kind of own aesthetic and kind of gameplay
it does.
Universe.
It's not unlimited.
Whereas Little Big
What
Planet,
you're going to be creating is a very Zelda-esque adventure game.
Yeah. Which
so
is
it's not,
so that's interesting.
But like I said, you can change it between person and genre, so you can go for something that's not quite an adventure game. I just think that's the main selling point of Project Spark. And I did also play Disney Infinity.
Yeah, that's out now, I think. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I really want it. It looks amazing.
It's been selling really well.
Of course it has. It's again Disney.
Yeah, I know, but I was just wondering who's going to buy it, and I imagine only kids
and
are going to
parents.
buy it. Yeah, but
if you're a parent with a young child, this is the game. This is it.
The starter pack's like 60 quid.
Yeah, and Call of Duty is like 45 when it comes out.
Yeah, but I didn't know there was parents out there that spend that much on video games for their young kids.
Seriously?
It's 2013, man. Let's get with the times.
I'm just an old man now, to be fair, let's be honest.
You know how old we're in our ages, that's a secret for viewers to work out. But did you know
I'm a 15-year-old boy.
In 17 years, with inflation, the value of your money will drop by half. It's crazy.
What?
So you have like $1,000 in I think it's 15 to 17 years. The value of that will drop by half.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Speaking of, this is really boring now. I'm going to talk about the price of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. When the PlayStation 3 came out, right, that came out at £600.
Yeah.
Which was obscene. And the PlayStation 4 was what, $329?
Is it not 350?
Well, even so.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting that at all. I know this is old news.
No, it's as I said, 2013. To make the opposite point. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's right. There is a big table of of console prices adjusted for inflation, and this generation is significantly lower than all the others. Like the PlayStation 3's release price. Granted, it wasn't like the last generation of PS2, but when sort of the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast was coming out, they were really expensive. Well, they were up there in real time in present day prices.
That's crazy.
But one thing that with the PlayStation, I went to the PlayStation conference before Gamescom started. I've still got my PlayStation thing on. Yeah, they were just about 60% of their conference was about how much they love indies, and it's like they're trying to prove a point. I don't really get it.
Of course, I'm going to jump in on this one, but that's because where the best games are coming. That's where they're games that are selling loads and loads. That's where Journey has come out of. That's where you look for Xbox stuff like Super Meat Boy, which does incredibly well. What else has come out on PlayStation?
I played Octodad.
Yeah,
that was cool. I love Octodad.
Stuff like that.
I want to play Octodad forever.
Yeah, it's because that's where a lot of games. That's where a lot of the good. And it's cheap, it's.
Exactly. That's why I think they're going into that market now, because it's probably cheaper for them and for everyone else.
With indies, do they just take a cut of sales? Is that what they do?
Well, I don't entirely understand, because Sony do different things. For that game company, they actually became that game company's publisher. They collaborated. Sony Santa Monica and that game company collaborated, so they became less of an independent developer. But the guys they had on stage at E3 and the guys I'm guessing they had on stage at Gamescom are still legitimately independent developers that Sony are just putting onto their platform.
At the PlayStation conference, they said they're going to be supporting self-publishing.
Yeah, which they always have done.
So that's cool. Yeah. And they actually said, and this is a quote, that indies are critical for the PS4. That's going to be their main thing. Which is cool.
I think I've said this before, but one of the main reasons I bought a PS3 2 years ago was because of Journey. I wanted to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a massive long list of indies that are coming out for the PS4 here, and I don't know what any of them are.
Well, there's one I'm excited for, which is Hohokum, which looks really good. It kind of reminds.
I played that one, but I said that already.
It reminds me of Rocco. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Oh, the one on the PSP.
Yeah, it reminds me of that, and
I love that game.
It's all good.
Hohokum has less of an objective though. I didn't know what I was doing half the time. I was just kind of winding around, just being like, "Wee, this is fun."
What you do in the world, what I've gathered from the previews, is that there are people to help, and you sort of.
Yeah, no, I ended up helping loads of people, but then the world has edges, and I ran out of things to do, so I was just like. but I still had people to help, so I didn't know what to do with them. They were all like, I had to help them pick up a pine cone, and then once they had the pine cone, they could fly a kite, which makes complete sense.
Yeah, it's all about like moving, it's all, none of it's particularly complex, it's about exploring and moving something from one place to another. But I played that, it must have been something like 2009, where it literally was just a sandbox, and there was nothing, there was no one to help, you just kind of flew around as this kite type thing. But there were queues for the Eurogamer indie store, which was weird. But
queues?
Yeah, like it was weird. Like people were like, "Oh, hey, what's this one? Looks cool." But that was a long time ago.
In the PlayStation area, there was just like this massive area with beanbags and indies, so you just got to play on all of them. It wasn't really a queue. Well, there was a queue for the entire area, but you could just play everything. So I was like Octodad, Contrast, Knack, Hohokam. Yeah.
Sounds like Gamescom was pretty freaking massive, though.
Yeah. There was quite a few people there.
I think I read it was 340,000 people.
I might actually look up the actual size of Gamescom because it was big. It was very big.
It's nuts. I so wanted to go.
Yep.
The thing is, like, I think, did they say they got Titanfall at Eurogamer? Because I just really want to play Titanfall. It looks really good.
The queue for that is gonna be nuts.
It says that Gamescom was the size of 20 football pitches.
Why is that a metric? Because I don't know how big football...
140,000 metres squared.
That doesn't help.
It's large.
But I saw pictures from it. It looked pretty great. Was there any... Did you meet any cool cosplayers and whatnot?
No, actually, I hardly saw any. We went to the cosplay village, and it was either, like, kind of scantily clad women or assassins. That was about it.
Well, it's Germany.
I couldn't tell who half the people were.
What can you say?
Yeah.
Germany. Woo!
There was a few kind of generic Japanese RPG type characters.
Were they generic, or did you just not know them?
I just don't know who they are. Okay. Like, obviously these people were like, yeah, I've gone for like this game that no one's gonna have heard of, but look how much effort I'm putting in. And there were lots of Skyrim-esque people.
I kind of want to cosplay for Eurogamer. It should be fun.
So do I, but I don't know what I'd do.
I don't know. I worked out something from a really obscure anime that I haven't heard of until I look it up.
Really?
Yeah. But if you're at Eurogamer viewers, let us know, because I'll be there for a day.
I can't remember when I'm going. I need to look this up.
They're completely sold out. This year they actually sold out, which is really upsetting.
Well, I bought my tickets in like April, so...
Do you have a spare one? Does anyone have a spare one? For Saturday? Don't suppose anyone does.
I don't know. Why don't you ask the viewers, Marcus? Maybe they'll let you tag along.
Anyone going to Eurogamer in London this September? I'm only going on Sunday, and that's not nearly enough time to film all the videos we would like to film and bring to you. So if you've got a ticket...
I'm sure I'm meant to be.
If you've got a ticket for Saturday, please give it to me.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless.
There's no other way to put that. But no.
Well, so calm down, Marcus. You might get mobbed on Sunday.
Might do. People.
I can't find my ticket. I'm sure I bought a ticket, but I can't find it.
It'll be somewhere.
Yeah, but now I'm wondering if I did actually buy one. I've got one for last year. I've got two for last year.
I don't think they'll let you in this year with last year tickets. I don't think that's
how it
works.
I don't.
Anyway, thanks for watching Tea Break.
I
ain't got shit to say. Let's do a wrap up. Thoughts on the future, thoughts on the channel. Let's do a little meta segment. We hit 150 subs a couple of days ago, which was exciting.
Yeah, that was cool.
My forehead's getting really shiny at the moment. We hit 150 subs a couple of days. Thanks for that. And since then, it's gone up by 11, which is always good. Whenever I talk about it, I always sound really unexcited when actually it's amazing. But it's because it's numbers.
Cool. Can't we do like live streaming now?
Well, yeah, we could do live streaming since 100, and I should have put it up for this tea break, but we'll do it another day.
We'll do it next time.
We should be able to find time every week now, because I think after this week we're all going into our routines of doing stuff. I'll be at university, Stano will be at work.
I'm just at home.
Hey, you know, unemployment, it happens to all of us.
Well, I met loads of people at not Eurogamer, Gamescom. I went to a whiskey tasting event in the UK business area, so I met loads of developers and teams.
You know what they say about whiskey gets you a fucking job.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for 160. We're putting ads on videos now. Deal with it. If you really love us, you'll watch them. But we will never put unskippable ones on because that's annoying as shit. I would never make you go through 20 seconds to watch a 5-minute video. And if we put up like a 2-minute video, I'm not going to make you watch a 5-second ad because that's not worth it. But you know, ads help us out, help us make that fat bank. More videos coming soon, more events. Well, as I said, Eurogamer will be exciting. Thinking about doing something. There's a midnight launch coming up, Grand Theft Auto midnight launch. Could be doing something with that, who knows. Very excited for that, but we'll talk about it another day. Stan, are you getting on 360?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting on 360.
I'm probably gonna find a midnight launch somewhere.
Yeah, there should be one close by. Well, you have a car.
Yeah.
Anyway, which midnight launch are you going to? Question of the week. Which midnight launch are you going to?
Go to the Grand Theft Auto 5 midnight launches.
Go to them. Take us a picture of yourself shouting, "Visit Super Games Week" in someone's face. Put it on Twitter. Hashtag indecent exposure. And that'll be a good bit of viral marketing for us. Cool. The last 10 minutes of this podcast have been shameless self-indulgence. Thanks for watching YouTube. Keep it real. I can't fucking talk anymore.
Marcus, what are you doing?
New tea break coming every single gosh darn week. Gonna happen. Commitment from all of us.
You've made promises before.
Hype Tank gonna happen a lot more frequently, maybe not every week. Super Games Week, our new show, might be happening every week. We're gonna try it out for a bit. If it's not popular, fuck it. And peace out. A podcast coming soon. Where's the music?
I like to see you.